guys, welcome back. I just want to take you through a quick 15-minute full body flow. I know some of us have a little bit more time than others, and I know there's still some of us that are working and may not have as much time, free time. So I just want to take you through a quick 15-minute practice that you can do in the morning, at night, or just anything to open up the body a little bit. So when you're ready, we'll find that comfortable seated position, lengthening up through that spine as you inhale, relaxing those shoulders down as you exhale. Just coming into that slow breath, letting go of any thoughts or any distractions around you. Just being aware of that breath as it enters to the body, and being aware of that exhale as it leaves the body. And then carrying this breath with you as you move for the next few minutes. So the next inhale, sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Exhaling, dropping that right hand back behind you. Left hand comes to top that right knee. Keeping that spine extended. Drawing that chest over towards the right. The gaze can be off to the side or back behind that shoulder. Your next inhale, sweeping those hands all the way up overhead, coming back to center. Exhaling, drop that right hand down to that left knee. Left hand comes back behind you. Your next inhale, sweeping those arms all the way back up overhead. Exhaling, turn those palms down towards the ground, bringing the hands all the way down by your side. Then we'll bring those feet together, coming towards that bound angle, grabbing onto the feet or on the ankles, allowing those hips to open, allowing gravity to pull those knees down towards the ground, lengthening up through that spine. And then if you choose to, on the next exhale, rotating those elbows to those shins, coming forward, finding that forward fold, allowing that head and neck to drop, finding that deeper stretch in those hips. Your next inhale, slowly lifting, coming back up to center. Then we'll let go of those feet and we'll come onto the hands and knees. You're gonna come into a tabletop, so keeping those fingers spread wide, the shoulders and wrists in line, keeping that weight evenly spread. Next inhale, we're gonna round the spine, tucking our head in towards the chest, coming into a cat. Exhale, dropping the chest down towards the ground, lifting through the head, coming into our cow. Inhale, rounding back in towards our cat. Exhale to find our cow. 2 more times, rounding that spine, tucking the head in. Exhale, rotating back towards our cow, lifting through the head. 1 more time. Inhaling to move. And exhaling to arch the back, lifting the head. Then coming back into neutral with a flat back. We're going to curl those toes under, we're going to lift up, and we're going to push back in towards our downward dog. Taking a moment to pedal at those feet. Moving that body. Being aware of any tight areas. And then when you're ready, settling in towards that stillness. And then when you're ready, bringing that gaze up towards the hands, and then slowly walking those feet towards the top of your mat. Coming into that forward fold, bending those knees as much as you need to. Inhaling to your halfway lift with a flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to come all the way to standing, hands overhead. And exhale the hands on the heart center. Your next inhale, swing those hands all the way up overhead. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to your halfway lifts. Exhale to fold forward. Placing those hands up in that right foot back, finding that low lunge. Your next inhale, sweeping those hands all the way up overhead, lifting up towards that crescent pose. Keeping that core engaged. Your next exhale, rotate the back foot and arms, finding that warrior two. We're grinding in through both of those feet. Relaxing those shoulders as you exhale. Widening it through that chest. Then your next exhale, drop that left elbow top of that left thigh, sweeping that right hand up overhead. Your next inhale, lifting up, coming back towards that warrior two. Then when you're ready, we'll turn that front palm open, exhale, and find that reverse warrior. Right hand back over right thigh, left hand overhead. Keeping the strong stance between the legs, grounding in through those feet. Opening up that heart. And just coming towards that gentle back bend. Next inhale, rotating back towards that warrior two. Find that strong stance. Then when you're ready, rotating the back foot and arms, coming back towards that crescent pose. Next exhale, lowering that right knee all the way down towards the ground, uncurling those right toes. On exhale, bringing those hands down towards the ground, coming up onto those fingertips. Your next exhale, we're going to push back straight into that left leg, coming up on towards that heel, dropping the head down towards that leg. Inhaling to move forward, bending that left knee. Exhaling to push back. Inhaling to move forward. Then one more time, exhaling to push back. And inhaling to move forward. Then we're going to rotate that left foot over towards the right side. Bring that left knee down towards the ground, coming down towards that pigeon. Finding that comfortable spot, then bringing those forearms out in front if you choose. Resting that head just for a moment. You're releasing tension in that left hip. Acknowledging that breath. Then when you're ready, slowly starting to lift, curling those right toes under, lifting up, stepping back in towards your downward dog. Taking a moment, pedaling up those feet. Next inhale, walking those feet towards the top of the mat. Inhaling to your halfway lifts. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to come all the way to standing, hands overhead. And exhale the hands on the heart center. Your next inhale, swing those hands all the way up overhead. Exhaling to fold forward. Inhaling to your halfway lifts. Exhale to fold forward. Placing those hands up in that left foot back. Your next inhale, sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Lifting up towards that crescent pose. Relaxing those shoulders. Your next exhale, rotating back foot and arms, finding that warrior two. Engage in those muscles. Being aware of the entire body, from the feet to the fingers to the top of the head. Then your next exhale, drop that right elbow, top of that right thigh, sweep that left hand up overhead. Lengthening it through those fingers. Grounding in through those feet. Extending it through that chest. Your next inhale, sweeping back up, finding that warrior two. And turn that front palm open as we exhale to find that reverse warrior. Left hand on the back of left thigh, right hand overhead. Pushing forward through that right knee. Next inhale, rotating back towards that warrior two. Then when you're ready, rotate the back foot and arms, making those adjustments to come towards that crescent pose. Drawing those lower ribs in. Your next exhale, lowering that left knee all the way down towards the ground, uncurling those toes, bringing those hands down, framing that right foot. Your next exhale, pushing back, straightening out that right leg, coming up towards that heel. Dropping that head down towards the leg. Inhaling to move forward, bending that right knee, not going past that ankle. Your next exhale, pushing back. Inhaling to move forward. One more time, exhaling to push back. And inhaling to move forward. And then when you're ready, rotating that right foot over towards that left side. Dropping that right knee down towards the ground, coming to pigeon on the other side. And then either staying lifted or you can drop down towards the forearms. Just taking a few breaths here. And then when you're ready, slowly starting to lift back on up. Curling those left toes under, lifting up, stepping back towards that downward dog. Taking a moment to pedal at those feet. And then when you're ready, slowly walking those feet towards the top of the mat. Bending those knees, grabbing onto opposite elbows, letting the head and the neck hang. And just gently sway from side to side. Releasing any tension in that lower back. Allowing the head and the neck to hang heavy. And then slowly bring yourself back to center, letting go of those elbows, bring those hands to hang. And then on the next inhale, very slowly coming all the way back up to standing, letting your head be the last thing to lift. And then we'll come to line on our back with the knees bent. We're bringing those hands to the belly. Next exhale, we're going to link knees, fall over towards the right side. Inhaling to lift back up to center. Exhaling over towards the left. Engaging that core as you lift the knees back up to center. Exhaling over towards the right. Inhaling back up towards center. One more time, exhaling over towards the left. And inhaling back up towards center. We're going to bring those arms into a T shape. Keeping those knees bent, we're going to inhale to lift those feet up off the ground. Keeping those knees and the feet together. On an exhale, we're going to let knees fall over towards the left side, bringing that gaze over that right shoulder. Letting those legs stack up on top of each other. Coming towards that twist. Allowing the body to relax. Then your next inhale, you're going to lift those knees back up center, bringing the gaze with you. Then your next exhale, bringing the knees over to the right side, gaze over towards the left. Just acknowledging that breath. Noticing the inhales and the exhales. Next inhale, bringing those knees and the gaze back to center. We're going to bring those arms around those knees, bringing those knees in towards our... Gently rock from side to side if you choose. Massaging at that spine. Then bringing yourself back to center. You're going to grab the outsides of the feet or onto the ankles, coming towards that half baby. Letting go of any final tension in those hips. And we'll let go of those feet, extending those legs all the way up towards the sky. You can extend the hands to the sky too. Gently rotate those ankles and the wrists. Switching direction. Bring yourself back to center as you exhale to lower the legs and the arms all the way down towards the ground. Arms to the side, and then letting those feet fall to each side. Closing down the eyes. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing your facial muscles. Relaxing the upper body. Now relaxing your lower body. And then acknowledging the flow of inhales that enter the body and the exhales that leave the body. Taking this moment right here to find the stillness. Connecting yourself to earth below you. To wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers. Gently roll your head from side to side. And inhale, we'll sweep those arms all the way up overhead. Lengthening out all the way from the fingers to the toes. And then when you're ready, slowly rolling over to one side. Making your way back up into that comfortable seated position. Just closing down those eyes, relaxing those shoulders. Just acknowledging that breath. Choose to let go of things that no longer serve you. Let go of those things that hold you back. Because you deserve your wings. so that you can light your soul on fire. Thank you for joining me for this practice, whether it's choosing to start your day or to end off your day. Namaste.